Hello guys and welcome back to Champions League predictions. We are back predicting the semi-finals and it's the second legs today, and there's so much still to play for after some really incredible first legs. Like I say, as always, be sure to play along with us. Get your predictions down in the comments for these semi-final second legs in the Champions League. Be sure to share your thoughts as well on the first leg games. Like I say, there's a lot to talk about that I will get into in the video, and be sure to support the video. Let's go for 2,000 likes. Come on, it takes 2 seconds to hit the thumbs up button, so go on, be sure to click the like button. Make sure you are subscribed as well. Thank you once again if you have. If you haven't, it's never too late. Let's start pushing to 99,000. It takes 2 seconds. And with all that said and done, we're going to get into the predictions. I must say though, my predictions from last time, yeah, the less said the better. I was right in saying that Barcelona would score 3 goals, but that's about it. I mean, I didn't do great with these predictions. I also said PSG would score 1 actually, but I didn't get the outcomes correct. Let's see if I can do better this time. We start the predictions at the San Siro for Inter Milan versus Barcelona, and have you caught your breath yet? It was an incredible game back in Barcelona. What a game, and it sets things up perfectly coming into this one because there's no real outright favourite. I mean, if you want to say Inter Milan now have the home advantage and they're going to go on and do it, you could be right. If you still think Barcelona have got enough to get through this, you might be right. I'm honestly scratching my head. I'm not sure. I did think Barcelona would win the first leg, but the problem is they were never leading that game. And it does feel like Barcelona have got to try and take the lead to really have a firm hold on this one, because Inter Milan are such a good defensive team that when you're not beating them, it's really frustrating. And fair play to Inter Milan. They came out the blocks flying at Barcelona, scored inside 1 minute through an outrageous flicked goal from Thuram, and then before you know it, they're 2-0 up. An incredible goal from Dumfries, who went on to score later in the game as well. What a goal, though, from Lamine Yamal. I mean, that was an outrageous goal. And he was so dangerous. There was another shot where Jan Sommer tips his shot onto the bar, and he was causing absolute havoc. He's absolutely incredible for a 17-year-old to have made 100 appearances now as well. So dangerous. So he makes it 2-1. Ferran Torres makes it 2-2 before half-time. The second half, Inter Milan go back in front through Dumfries. Barcelona level it up with an outrageous shot from Rafinha, which goes in off the bar and then hits Sommer. It goes down as an own goal. But the sound effect when that cracked in off the bar, oh my God, this game had everything. I got so excited. I loved it. Anyway, I've got to predict the second leg, and the thing is, this could be absolutely anything now. It'd be typical if this is now low scoring and someone wins it 1-0. It could be that one team completely smashes the other if they have an off day, or I'm wondering, are we going to have more of the same where the game's really open and the goals are flying? Like I say, I just think for Barcelona, they've got to take the lead at some point. I mean, obviously, to win a game, you have to take the lead, but it just felt frustrating for them that they couldn't quite grab a firm hold of this game. And Inter Milan are a dangerous team. I mean, don't get me wrong, watching that first leg, I thought to myself, well, Barcelona seem to be creating more chances, but with the chances that Inter Milan are having, they always look like scoring. So it does speak to the vulnerabilities of this Barcelona team, even if Barcelona are so scintillating going forwards. Now, this game could come down to the goalkeepers. It could be that Jan Sommer makes some incredible saves, and that's what gets Inter Milan through. It could be that Szczesny comes up with some really important saves as well. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't even written down a prediction yet. I'm going to do this on the cuff. I have had this feeling all season that Barcelona are going to get to the final. I just wonder if I could change my mind at the last minute, because Inter Milan have been really impressive. This is a really well set up match, and I'm very sorry for backing you to lose, Inter Milan, because I'm going to go with Barcelona. I'm going to go for more goals. Inter 2, Barca 3 is my prediction. Like I say, if it's anything like the first leg, then be sure to watch it. It's going to be fireworks. There's so many good attacking players on display here. And like I say, Barcelona are missing Lewandowski, so to still look so scintillating without him, Lamine Yamal could be the difference in this one. I'm going to go Inter 2, Barca 3, which means on aggregate, Inter 5, Barca 6. Outrageous. Let me know your thoughts down below. And honestly, if I'm wrong, I don't mind. I'm happy for either team to get to the final. They've both done so well to get here. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys, on that incredible game at the San Siro. Next up then, the final game is in Paris as PSG take on Arsenal. Now, this first leg wasn't as exciting as the one between Barcelona and Inter Milan, because there was only one goal, and it also had an early goal. I mean, early goals can really set the tempo in two very different directions. You can either get fireworks where everyone starts scoring and no one really calms the game down, or you can get a team that sort of shuts up shop a bit. Now, I'm not suggesting that PSG just got the goal and just shut up shop and said, no more goals, we're taking a 1-0 win, because they could have scored more. They looked very dangerous, but I think Arsenal became a bit wary of going 2-0 down, and there was maybe a reluctance to really go for it. The thing is, Arsenal do really need to go for it in this game. You need to completely take the handbrake off if you want to try and get through here now, because Arsenal's season hangs on their success in the Champions League. And it's not impossible, that's what I will say. I don't think it's right to completely rule Arsenal off, but they're not the favourites here, are they? PSG, let's be honest, PSG have really grown into this tournament. You think back to October the 1st, when Arsenal beat them 2-0 at the Emirates. Arsenal beat them with ease. PSG are a completely different team to that now, 6 months later. And as I've said before, they are slaying all the English teams. They beat Man City in the league phase. They knocked out Liverpool. They've knocked out Villa. Are they going to knock out Arsenal? I think Arsenal have got to be so careful, but then Arsenal do need to get goals. Arsenal have shown a new side to themselves, a strong mentality when they got past Real Madrid, but I just don't know if they're going to get past this hurdle now. It would be incredible, it's not impossible, but I'm just not sure. PSG were just so impressive in that first game. Like I say, the goal itself, well taken by Dembele. Dembele's been incredible. Kvaratskhelia as well. Thought Marquinhos had a good game. You got Donnarumma. I just look at that team and think, yeah, that team's going to the final. But, you know, Arsenal have got good players. Saka has got to step up in this one. I reckon Arsenal score. That's what I'm going to say. I think Arsenal score in this game. I just think they might fall short. And there's no disgrace in that, because PSG are knocking out all the English teams. But it would be a real shame. As I've said, this is a really interesting narrative. Arsenal have never won a Champions League, but neither have PSG. One of them is going to the final, and I'm backing PSG. I'm going to go 2-1 to PSG on the night, and therefore 3-1 to PSG on aggregate. Maybe Arsenal score first, who knows? Maybe this game will be quite open at the start, but I just think PSG are going to take control and get through to the final. I've got to be honest, I've written them off before in this competition, PSG. I can't write them off anymore. They are really impressing me now. I think I've got to be honest, I have got a bit of an English bias, but I can't let that completely take over now. I do think PSG are going to beat Arsenal. So feel free to share your thoughts down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And that would mean, guys, that I have a PSG Barcelona final in the Champions League. That would be interesting. I mean, remember when PSG played Barcelona in the Champions League like a few years ago, and Barcelona beat them 6-1, having to come back from 4-0. We've seen some really good games between these two teams before. They've both been really impressive in the Champions League as well. PSG have never won it. Barcelona haven't won it for about 10 years. Obviously, they have won it a few times in their history. Let's see what happens. Let's predict the final when we get to it. Let me know your thoughts. Like I say, I'll be back predicting the Europa League tomorrow as well. Of course, we've still got Premier League coverage, and we are covering the EFL playoffs on this channel over the next week or two. So be sure to get involved. Drop a like and subscribe. And like I say, let me just say for one last time, a massive thank you for your support on the Champions League videos this season. It's not been a regular thing on the channel up until this year, and your support has made it worthwhile, so we will keep the videos coming. And finally, what I will say is, maybe for the Champions League final and the Europa League final predictions videos, I might be able to try and get Sophie to join me for those ones. So let me know if you would like to see that. Obviously, she does the predictions in the other videos with me, but we'll see if we can get her to join me for those ones. But otherwise, like I say, that is it. Thank you once again for all of your wonderful support. Take care, everyone. Peace out.